Hello folks, today's video is about my new action camera, the DJI Action 3. It's mounted on my helmet. There's no additional microphones, no additional gubbins, no batteries. It's as you see it. So all the road noise, all the engine noise that you hear on the video has been captured by the inbuilt microphones. As part of the ride, I decided to do a bit of an urban ride due to the condition of the road with leaves and all the wet and dampness. So then came to me that why not, let's do a little short tour of the 4 castles that are within Dundee. The 4 castles are Mains Castle, Quaypots Castle, Brawdy Castle and Durrup Castle. First part of the video is the actual test of the camera, and I'm not going to do any voiceover on top of this because I want you to hear the sounds that have been captured by the camera. Then the second part we get into the little tour of the castles. Video resolution is 2.7K at 25 frames per second with horizon steady turned on. Now let's have a look at what it looks like and what it sounds like. Well, I'm pretty happy with that sound and the way it's captured. Not too much in the way of wind noise, lots of engine grunt, and the sound that you heard is exactly the sound that comes out of the camera. I haven't played with it in any shape or form. I took the video that was recorded, I imported it into my software, and I've played it back as it was, so I've not played away with it at all. So I'm really happy with that. The picture quality is excellent. Sometimes the white balance gets blown out in the sky, but other than that it picks up the colours really well and it gives us a really good sharp picture, sharp and steady. Right, so much for testing. Now I'm heading towards the first of the 4 castles. We're heading towards Mains Castle, less than 10 minutes away. Nice and easy jaunt down the urban roads. At this point I've turned down the levels on the camera sound just so that I can get a bit clearer on the voiceover. And here we are about to turn into Dundee, a park that I know well from my youth. I grew up in this area and spent lots and lots of time here. The first view of the castle is on the left hand side. This is Mains Castle. I have memories when I was young that this was quite derelict and they did a bit of work to bring it back to life. They also knocked down quite a lot of old outbuildings, so it's a lot smaller than it was, but still they've managed to save some of it. The building is used, I believe, as a wedding venue. It also used to have a restaurant, but I'm pretty certain the restaurant doesn't exist anymore. Good thing about this one is the road goes all the way around, so you get to drive around the building. I've been in this one, been at a function at this one. It was very nice. It was inside was as you would expect from a castle. Lots of stone, lots of big fireplaces and all that stuff. Mainz Castle was built in 16th century, so I think it's went to and fro throughout. Park up, let's get off the bike and let's take some pictures. Of course I can't take pictures of the castle without including the wonderful Royal Enfield. The background picture is just another one of the sky pictures that I take occasionally. Castle number 1, tick. As an aside, about 24 years ago I used to fly radio controlled model helicopters, and I did it at this very spot, and there's the scale model that I flew in Augusta. Flew like a brick, by the way, it was rubbish. Still have it though. Castle number 2 on the list is Claypot's Castle. Once again, it's just a few miles down the road. Once we get through the traffic, we end up at Claypot's, and there, just in front of you, you can see the castle. Castle surrounded by residential houses. It's a nice neighbour to have, eh? You can see all the leaves that are still about. Be very careful, fall on your backside easily. And there's a nice view of the castle. Never been up this road, so I came up for a nosy. Quick spin around. And once again, I pull up and I take some pictures. This is the only castle I've not managed to get inside, and I don't think it's open just now, but I'll have to try and get in at some point if they do open it. They were certainly busy building castles in the 16th century, because this is another one. Once again, can't take pictures of a castle without including the Royal Enfield, which is running absolutely marvellously. A great little bike. Okay, pictures taken, all done, and let's head down to castle number 3, which is Brody Castle, down on the waterfront. Once again, just a couple of miles down the road. There's Brody Castle in front of us. This is managed and owned by Dundee Council. It's a museum and you can get access to it, but today it's closed for some reason. Like Mainz Castle, there's been a lot of this being demolished and done away with over the years. And what you see is what's left, although I must say parts of it was looking a bit tired. It needs a bit of TLC, I suspect. Great views over the River Tay, and you can get up to the top of the towers and get an even better view. Tide's in today, the water levels are high. And once again, the obligatory Royal Enfield and Castle pick. Brodie Castle dates from the 15th century and was used to defend the Tay, so it was a military installation at some point. So that is castle number 3. Number 4, we're heading to castle number 4 now, and that's Dundee Castle. And Dundee Castle is by and far the biggest and oldest castle of the 4. It was used as a barracks, an army barracks for up to 400 soldiers at one time, but it's been used for various different roles. And lately it's been used as part of the University of Aberdeen. Do MBAs, or used to do it in this building. And that's us arriving up the long drive. And there's a car park. And the damn car park has a big hedge that's blocking the view to get a good picture. Fear not, there's a pavement. Nobody about, so why not? And once again, I get into position and I take some snaps. The Royal Enfield, of course, has to get involved in the game. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little ad hoc ride. It was just off the cuff and decided to see what I could do with the 4 castles. I'm now heading out of the car park and I'm going to head back up in Funbury Brae. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.